So there are three main reasons for receiving a PFL, although there are many reasons for receiving a PFL, but I'm only going to talk about the three most common reasons why people receive a procedural fairness letter. So PFL stands for procedural fairness letter. And as per the rules of natural justice, the officer who's processing your immigration application is supposed to give you one last chance before they can issue a refusal letter to you. And they're going to give you a deadline of maybe 7 days or 30 days, depending upon what's missing from your application, depending upon what it is that the officer wants. They will give you a timeline within which you'll have to provide a convincing reply. So there are three most common reasons. So the number one reason for receiving a PFL is misrepresentation. If you have provided fraudulent documents or misleading information on your application, that can trigger a PFL. So IRCC officers, they have their own tools to figure out that the information you have provided is actually genuine. They want to make sure that you're not misleading IRCC. They want to make sure that the documents you submitted are not fraudulent. If something is missing from your application, or let's say you don't have a document, you don't have to come up with a document. You can simply explain to IRCC that you don't have a document for such and such reason. You don't have to lie. So the second most common reason for receiving a PFL is missing document or missing information. So let's say you're submitting an application for spousal sponsorship or common law sponsorship, and for some reason you believed that there's a certain document which is not as important, so you decided not to submit it. Or you decided that, oh, this information is not required, therefore I'm not going to submit it. Well, guess what? That information that you're hiding, or that document that you're deciding not to submit, it could be crucial to your application. Okay, and because of that, since that document or information is missing, that could trigger a PFL, which is not going to be good. So make sure when you submit the application, you follow all the rules and submit exactly what's required by IRCC. The third most common reason for receiving a PFL is when an applicant is not able to meet eligibility requirements. So normally in the cases of express entry applications, an applicant submits their application to the pool of candidates claiming points for education, language, work experience. And when they submit a proper application with their documents, it turns out that their documents were not sufficient enough to give them those points. And that's what triggers a PFL. I hope this video gives you an understanding of what triggers a PFL and what to do to avoid it.